William's sincere words about George, Charlotte and Louis: "I will fight for them." Prince William made a touching promise about his children's future, and vowed to fight for them to have a normal life, according to reports. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge often draw a clear line between what elements of their family life they are willing to share with the public and what remains private. Kate's informal photographs of Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis delight royal watchers when released on social media, while allowing the Cambridges to have more control over their image. It was only in December that we saw the Cambridges present themselves as a family of 5 for the first time when they attended a Christmas pantomime. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge often draw a clear line between what elements of their family life they are willing to share with the public and what remains private. Kate's informal photographs of Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis delight royal watchers when released on social media, while allowing the Cambridges to have more control over their image. It was only in December that we saw the Cambridges present themselves as a family of 5 for the first time when they attended a Christmas pantomime. According to reports, William said, "I want George to grow up in a real, living environment. I don't want him growing up behind palace walls, he has to be out there. I will fight for them to have a normal life." This is the same approach as late mother Princess Diana took to raising her 2 sons. She would show William and his brother Prince Harry what life was like away from the privileges and pressures that accompany the royal family. She would take them to see Father Christmas at Selfridges, and accompany them on rides at Thorpe Park, all while expecting her sons to queue patiently alongside members of the public. Diana would take them to the cinema, the pantomime, McDonald's and the Chicago Rib Shack, too, to make sure they got a taste of normality. OK! Magazine explained how the late Princess of Wales also planted the seeds for her son's humanitarian work. The outlet said, she, Diana, ensured they recognize their privileged status by talking to them about her visits to cancer hospitals or HIV/AIDS patients, and taking them on secret visits to a Centrepoint homeless shelter. William has praised these trips, and said they helped to open my eyes to the world so many young people face. Diana's approach appears to have been successful, as many have remarked on how normal William and Harry are. Interviewer Tina Daly spoke to the Cambridges last year for a video call, and noted, "The thing that always strikes me is how normal they are. It did feel like I was just having a chat with people." An insider told People magazine when George was born that William and Kate were going to create a carbon copy of how Diana brought her children up. They explained, "However Diana is painted, her greatest legacy is her sons. The way they've been brought up and the way she taught them to think for themselves and to lead a normal life." Like the Princess of Wales, William and Kate are reportedly keen to be hands-on with their children when they can, although they are likely to have a nanny to look after them when they carry out their royal duties. William's cousin, Peter Phillips, also discussed how much the Cambridge children would be in the public eye when George was born in 2013. He said, "Sure, the baby's going to be in the limelight, just like William was from a very early age. That being said, both of the baby's parents are used to that, and I think there is the structure and infrastructure around them to be able to protect their children to a certain extent." It's also widely thought that William was drawn to his wife because of her normal background, away from the aristocratic circles the second in line to the throne was used to. Kate is the first commoner to marry an heir to the throne in recent history. Although she comes from an affluent background, her parents are without titles or prior links to the royal family, unlike most of William's friends. Harry, too, has often embraced a more normal approach to life. During a prank call with YouTubers last year, the Duke of Sussex said, "You forget I was in the military for 10 years, so I'm more normal than my family would like to believe." He added that his new life outside of the royal fold is much better. Hendrik said, "You forget I was in the military for 10 years, so I'm more normal than my family would like to believe." He added that his new life outside of the royal fold is much better.